Once you're in the electronic library, one of the databases you can use is Ebscohost. Simply click on the link, and when you go into Ebscohost or any of the databases, if you are ever asked for your username and password, use the same one that you use for Canvas. For Ebscohost, click where it says Full Text Journals and Other Sources. And once you go into this, you'll see a search bar, just like you have on any type of database. However, you can just simply put in a search term, or if you want to make a more advanced search, which I suggest, you can always click Advanced, and then it's going to give you some different options where you can put in different text words, you can put in different descriptors, and see what will pop up. For this one, I'm going to put in artificial intelligence. I'm going to put in writing skills, and college students. And once I've done that, I can click on search. And you'll notice that, oh yeah, I got it. You have about 14,000 sources, and these are going to be from a multitude of different places. Academic Search Ultimate lists approximately 15,000 different magazines and peer-reviewed titles. So remember that part of research is search. The first article that pops up is definitely not necessarily going to be the one that you're going to use. And you may even want to go in and use some filters, because maybe I want only full text, which means that I can access it right now. Maybe I want only different source types. Academic journals are usually the best place to go, but what if I only wanted what's been in magazines lately? Then I can apply that, and I'll get a different set of I'll get a different set of articles. So when I do find something that I want, if I click into my source, there are a lot of different options that you have with Ebscohost. So you can download the article. It's also going to give you some details, like here's some search terms. This is really nice because sometimes you'll find that Ebscohost can be picky about a search term. Maybe they don't want you to use AI, for example, but they want you to use artificial intelligence. Those kind of things can be handy to know when you are searching a little bit more. There's an abstract, which is really just a summary of the article, and then there is the full article available. You can do all sorts of things where you can go in and you can bookmark it. You can add it to a project that you're working on if you have an account. You can share it. You can download it. But one thing I will show you, which is very nice, Ebscohost and other databases do this, is that if you click where it says Cite, then what you can do is you can ask it to cite in a certain a certain type. We're going to use MLA 9th edition, and you can either copy paste, you can copy it to clipboard, you can export the citation, and any of those come in really handy so that when you are doing your works cited page, you don't have to worry about figuring out exactly where everything goes. It goes ahead and gives you that works cited entry. You might have to make sure that you have the correct spacing, that you've italicized things that need italicizing, but overall this is going to be the correct citation. So once you are into Ebscohost and you start finding articles that you like, it's a really good idea then to look at what were the search terms. Also, you can look at maybe similar sources. So if there's something that you're looking at with education, for example, you might want to look at, is this a source? It's an education magazine or an education journal. Those sorts of things can always be handy so that you can go back and you can kind of continue to search for more articles. This is how to do Ebscohost. There are different databases, but Ebscohost is probably the one you will use most often.